It's a beautiful day here in Finland, -7 Celsius. It's snowing, and I'm here ready to take my taxi to the airport to go to Japan. So I'm looking forward to play in Japan, and yeah, it's gonna be a long trip, a long flight from Helsinki to Tokyo. But yeah, I'm looking forward to play in Tokyo and Osaka. Here we go. Bye.
Why you stop? Bye-bye. Why you stop?
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
No! No, jeez. No, no, jeez, I want to come with him.
Look.
All right, off to Japan. Here we go. First time since 2017, Megadeth back to Japan. I'm super excited. Ready to go. Suitcases packed. Off to the airport. Here we go. See you there, folks.
Let's go! Bonsai!
Hey, Roger. Hey, Dave. How are you, man? I'm so glad I didn't wear it right now. Oh, really? That's great.
We left the United States at my house at 4 a.m.
4 a.m.
Yeah, and we had to drive to the airport and then check in America. Makes you check in 2 hours early now. So by the time we got in the plane, it was about 7, and I stayed up pretty much the whole day before, so I could get over jet lag here. And flying out here was 2 times we had some turbulence. That's it. It's a nice smooth flight. It's cool. The concert should be really good. It's going to be pretty interesting. Our alumni, Marty Friedman, making a very brief appearance. He's going to play a couple songs with us. It should be fun. Yeah, I've been to a lot of cities: Sapporo, Sendai, Fukuoka, Nagoya, Osaka, Tokyo, Kobe. I think that was it. I know we were talking about going down to Okinawa, but that's mostly American military people, so we tried to stick to the Japanese locations. They have a miniature Eiffel Tower here. Did you know that? Yeah. It's in the town.
Like a tip?
Yeah, like more like going down the alley like that. Yeah, that's cool.
There's a place that I showed you with like a kabuki graffiti in the back.
Yeah, that's what we want. Yeah,
Let's do that.
Okay.
good. Yay. That's cool. That's cool. It's a little more laid back right there. Yeah, that's good.
Do we have any other locations? If not, it's fine.
This is the last place.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you. Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Okay, good job. Thank you. Awesome. Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Here we go again. Thank you. See you later. Thanks for the water. You ready?
Yeah. Push your hi-hats attached to that. See, yeah. Yeah, everything feels good. Great with the China, awesome. Yeah. And what you play, obviously we should know more, but
Yeah.
I just wanted to at least get it somewhat in the area.
Yeah, no, it looks good to me right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't see any other any issues. So.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Looking forward.
Nice.
Very nice. Looking good. Toyo Supit. Yes. How's it going?
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
Ronnie.
Hey.
How are you?
Good.
I just forgot the screen.
How long is it from your last time being in Japan?
The last time I was trying to remember, was it with Anthrax? I think 2019. No, 17. Sorry, 17. And then before that, 2015. This one I remember well because it was my fourth concert with Megadeth. It was like right when I joined. So yeah, we played Tokyo and Osaka. Yeah, then I remember. But after the pandemic, I kind of I don't remember well though. The years kind of get confused. Yeah. I played in Japan many times. Not many times, but a few times throughout the years. And yeah, it is a great place to play. And then I had the expectations of playing Japan, which is like I kind of know it's different, the crowd reaction. I want to see if it's different from maybe like from 17 or maybe when I played 10 years ago, 15 years ago. It's a very nice audience. It behaves a bit different from other places, so it's cool. You know, I like it. Very enthusiastic, but at the same time, if you have like an acoustic part, everybody's like really quiet. They listen, which is good. You know, they listen. You know.
How do you feel about playing Budokan?
Yeah, I'm like looking forward to playing Budokan. I have no idea. I've never been there. You know, I just seen pictures and videos from great artists, my heroes playing there. You know, so it's one of those moments in life that you. It's like, oh yes, fine, you know, like happy to, you know, what we achieve. Yeah, it's gonna be a special night. It's a lot of respect for the place, you know, for all the bands and events and all the martial arts, right? All the artists in general and all the sportists. That's gonna be fun. Yeah. You don't have many places like Budokan, right? Maybe Madison Square Garden would be like one of like a legendary venue, right?
Good luck for tonight.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah. Hey, what are you looking at?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I just got here to rehearsal, and well, it said Megadeth has a show tonight in a different part of Tokyo, and I came in for rehearsal, so we're going to rehearse in a little bit. I haven't met anybody yet. Haven't seen Dave in like forever. I can't wait. It's like it's not a nervous thing. It's kind of like a family reunion, class reunion, some kind of really cool, fun event. And it's really exciting, so I'm looking forward to it. And then we're going to jam. We're going to play a couple songs and see how it goes. Yeah, kind of always thought this was going to happen, you know, Megadeth at Budokan, and if it did, I kind of thought that I might get the call, and I did. And it's impossible to turn it down because I'm 20 minutes away from Budokan, and I can't wait to play with those guys. So it's just a really fun thing to do, and I'm just so looking forward to it. It's really something I want to share my first Megadeth reunion with everyone at Budokan, and I want to share Megadeth's first Budokan with us together. Does that make sense? My English is getting so weird. Anyway, it's just going to be a really fun event, and looking forward to doing it.
I got him, Marty. Marty-san.
What's up?
How you doing, buddy?
Great to see you.
You too. Can I introduce you to some guys?
Please do.
Howdy. You know James, right?
Nice to meet you. No, we've never met before.
We've never met before.
Big fan. Hi.
Likewise.
Dirk.
Very nice to
Dude,
meet you. It's an honor.
I love your drumming
Oh, thank you so much.
so much.
Thank you
He's
so much.
actually the other guitar player.
Is he?
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Don't give me
And where is the other guitar player?
You know guitar players, man.
Man, I was listening to you guys rehearse. That groove I've never heard before.
Thank you. Thank you.
The songs I've heard before,
Yeah.
Your band is killing it.
Thank you.
I'm loving it.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm stoked.
How soon do you think you want to come down here and play?
Whenever you guys are ready.
Okay, you want to come down in 5 minutes? That'd be great.
Yeah, let's do it.
We're all ready, so.
Let's do it. All right,
I'll go to my dressing room real quick and
Whatever
have
you
something to
need.
drink, and I'll be right down.
I'm there.
Thanks, Marty.
Great to see you.
Looking
All
great.
right. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Dude. Great to see you.
Great to see you too, man.
Awesome, man.
Awesome. Yeah.
I was just telling Dirk how great you guys sounded in the rehearsal. I could hear it.
Yeah.
I've never heard such a groove from Megadeth before. It really, really sounds great.
Yeah.
Really, really great.
Man.
Let's jam, man. I have no idea how you want to run this thing, but let's just play. I'll do everything exactly like it was when I was in the band.
Okay. Yeah.
And if for some reason we don't, then I'll have you play the cleans.
I'm playing the lead, the final lead there.
Yeah, harmony, right?
The harmony I play Dave's part,
Right.
which is like the stay the same, and you're the one that
Goes up and off.
goes up. Yeah.
We'll see when we play.
Okay.
So when we
めちゃ
play
めちゃいい感じじゃん、こいつら。
of course,
めちゃくちゃ楽しみにしてます。
Yeah, let me see.
Okay, because camera, please.
you cuttlefish. Awesome. Okay. Thank you.
Man, thank you. This is so cool. I'm having such a blast.
Yeah, everything's Hey, you ready? Yeah. Who's the other guy?
They're already over.
Are they ready?
They're over. They're ready.
All right. So when we get ready to come and see what we do is I'll teach you to tell them up better. That's nice and the first step that cuts in a long time. All right. So let's go. Here we go. Here we go, Hot Boys. Have fun. Oh my God! Will you go away? Jeez, I'm gonna kill you, Ann. we're so glad to be back here in Tokyo with you. We have a new album out called The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead, and we're so happy that you all found this record so enjoyable. We found out yesterday when we got to the beautiful country of Japan that we won Best Band, Best Song, Best Songwriter. Thank you. And you guys voted for us on Burn Magazine. Thank you so much.
Good morning, good morning. How are you?
Hello.
You again. Hi. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Kaz from Burma. Nice to meet you.
How are you?
Fine, thank
Cool
you.
hair.
Yeah, thank you.
Actually, this is the latest issue.
Look at that hair. I love this magazine. Ooh, I look mad. Oh, this is. That's what I didn't know who he was when I met him.
I showed this cut.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So many years ago.
Oh, so many.
And I even know that the people would join the band.
I didn't know either. I didn't know who he was.
So, my name is Hiro Masuda from Burn Magazine. Very nice to meet you.
Hello.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How was the show?
Yeah, how was the show yesterday?
Oh, it was so much fun. It was just, you know, we've been really looking forward to coming back to Japan. It's been a long time, and I mean, the crowd was great. We were excited to be there. You know, it was a blast. I had a total blast. I've been preparing for this quite hard, doing a lot of practicing at home, and I hadn't played with the guys since December when we played in Mexico City. So I've been looking forward to it, and yeah, it lived up to all my expectations. A lot of fun.
How do you find Japan so far?
It's always a blast being here. You know, the first time I came here was all the way back in 2004, and I always remember that because it was just, you know, a unique experience. And ever since then, I've been in love with Japan. The people, the culture, you know, everything here is just very, very exciting for me. So I was hoping my wife was going to be able to make it. She came with us when we played here last time in 2017. Unfortunately, it didn't work out this time, but yeah, I'm loving it. Every chance I get, I go walk around and take in the sights and just, you know, enjoy what Japan has to offer, which is a lot of good stuff.
You had a rehearsal with Marty yesterday. How was that?
Very special. I still remember seeing, you know, Megadeth back in 1990 on the Clash of the Titans tour. And that was, of course, the lineup with Marty and Nick Menza. So that was, you know, I never expected to ever actually share the stage with him, you know, and he was very kind, very nice, and very excited also to be there. I think that's the feeling I got. So I was a little bit nervous, you know, because I mean, here's the guy who helped write and perform some of the songs that we play every night, you know. So but he was very cool, and yeah, it was fun. I think it's going to be a special moment in Budokan, and I'm really glad that we get to share it with everybody in the world as well through the live stream. That's really cool.
Do you have any words for the fans that will be coming to Budokan?
Thank you for supporting us. You know, everybody matters to us. Every show to us is important, and this is going to be a special one. But every show we give everything we got. We give 110% every night. You know, and for this one, it's going to be no different. But I really look forward to it. I'm thankful to all the people that support us over the years and that make it possible for us to still do this.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, so much. Thank you for doing this. I appreciate it.
piano too.
Ah,
You play the piano.
ah, piano. Oh, this piano. This is amazing.
All right. What a terrific honor to be playing the Budokan. I've been looking forward to this half of my life. All of my favorite bands in America who played at the Budokan made a big impression on me and a lot of other musicians as young music fans. So this is just mind-blowing, and I just can't wait, and I'm so excited about this. It's just so exciting because it's one of those things like to correlate growing up in America when English bands would come over and play for us. We'd be very excited. There's something very special about a band that you're a big fan of coming from another country and kind of bringing that cultural influence that we don't have. So I imagine that, you know, I think that's probably the way the Japanese fans might view Megadeth. And, you know, Megadeth is one of the great metal thrash bands of all time. It's not wasted on me. So to be able to be part of this band at this particular moment and playing for all of you at the Budokan, I'm just beside myself.
Also, you had a rehearsal with Marty.
He's a very interesting guitar player. If you just want to just listen to him musically, he's a different kind of a style. I mean, he sits in the pop world, which is really interesting, but it's a very esoteric way to tie the notes together. And it was really nice to watch him play some of those solos that I'm familiar with up close and personal, because you get to see exactly where his hands land and how he does it. And he does it like no one else can, which is, I think, about right. I found him to be very gracious. I found him to be a very, you know, I thought he'd be more serious, you know, he's a little more down to earth like the rest of us. I think he's an idiot like the rest of us. And the music sounded immediately great, you know, so once we started clicking into some of the old familiar songs, it really felt great. And it was such a kick watching Kiko and him, like, jamming together, because I could see Kiko, like, you know, kind of checking him out, and Marty kind of maybe checking him out when the other one wasn't looking, and go, well, what's he, like gunslingers, you know? Couldn't have pistols he carried, you know?
Okay, so for everyone watching this program, I mean, they're really looking forward to the Budokan show, but you have already played Toyosu Pit yesterday. So tell us, first of all, how you enjoy performing that venue.
I think we all enjoyed playing the Pit yesterday and seeing our Japanese friends and being back in the country. You know, we love making the journey here and playing for our fans. I wish it was a little bit easier to get here. You know, maybe we have a personal SST that we can fly on, but I think the show was great, and I know the fans loved it. So I personally think that we're going to be better at Budokan, because you know, it's the first time we've played together in a few months, and there's nothing better than playing with your band. You know, sitting in your room and playing guitar along to a stereo is fine, but it's not as cool.
Yeah, it's great to play to the Japanese crowd, and yesterday especially, because they were clearly very excited to be back to the venues and, you know, singing along the songs and singing all the melodies. Yeah.
And talking about Budokan, fans are looking forward to it. You must have been waiting for this chance. Dave especially, why do you have such a special attachment or feeling towards Budokan, playing Budokan?
Well, I don't have an attachment to Budokan. I have, in my history, something's missing. We were supposed to play here, we didn't, and that left a hole. And as we went on in our career, there still is the fact that we had a concert at Budokan and we had to cancel. So for us, making up the concert is more important than the building was, because we unfortunately disappointed some fans, and we're going to make that up to them. And that's all I care about, is making sure that we've never disappoint our fans. And I think now that everyone around the entire planet is going to have an opportunity to watch this, not only live, but to watch it again and watch it on demand, and then to be able to purchase a DVD. You know, this is fabulous. It's great PR for the Japanese metal community to show the rest of the world that Japan headbangs like everywhere else, and that the fans can cheer just as loud and they can sing the songs just as good. So that's kind of what I expect to get out of it. But, you know, I didn't come here to get something. I came here to bring something. You know, I don't ever think about what I can get. I always think about what I can give. Because, you know, when you do that, you end up with more than you expected. For us, all we think about is just playing music. We don't have any grudges. We don't have any feuds with anybody. You know, it's the best time in the land of all things mega.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, I was trying to get up there, but I don't
その感じもいいね。はい、OK。うん。じゃあカメラぐっと戻ってこのラスト。ラスト。OK。
Thank you.
That's so long ago.
So please keep this for your collection.
Thank you, I will.
This is the band's special issue in '91. They own the cover.
Yeah. You don't mind if I rip the cover off, do you? Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hey. I brought from this place called Ningyocho a very famous Japanese sweets present for each one of you guys.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah. Really, really dig it myself, so I just hope you guys like it.
Thank you.
Each one of you guys. It's this one. Try them now if you want.
That's amazing.
Beans or
Yeah, it's like sweet bean paste inside. It's like a pancake type of thing. So feel free to dig in.
I'll try it.
I will.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Oh, it's got little squashy faces on it.
Nice.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
How about that?
That's good.
Really good.
Oh, yeah.
Makes me sad when you eat your face.
Very famous shop in Japan. When I heard Kiko playing guitar, this is a weird analogy, but it was like watching someone have sex with
I
their
knew you were going to say that.
You knew it, didn't you?
I knew you were going to say that.
It was like watching someone have sex with your ex-girlfriend and doing a damn good job of it. It was really like very strange emotion. As you all know, Megadeth is Dave Mustaine. Always is, always was. But the thing about Dave that is probably keeping him in the forefront and keeping him like in people's psyche, so to speak, is the fact that you have this music that you want to get made, and you're always finding the people who can actually get it done for you. And it's a lifelong quest, and it's so really hard to do, even on the short term. But on the long term, it's just, you get my ultimate respect for that.
Thanks, Marty.
And playing Budokan 30 years plus into the career, it's a testament to the music that, it's your music. It still sounds like the first album. I mean, what you're trying to do, it's the same thing, but in a good way. Like AC/DC has that thing that they always keep trying to do it. And I'm making sense.
Yeah.
And I think that the thing that needs to be said about this is he's always allowed these great people to shine in the band. And for me, it was an opportunity to get from the underground to the mainstream. There was a lot of guys who play better than me, definitely a lot of guys taller than me. But Dave gave me a chance to come in the band, and we did some really, really cool stuff together. And that kind of got me on the map, and it allowed me to get into places that I wouldn't have gone as this underground guitar player. And And look at these guys that he has now doing the same thing. I mean, these guys are so incredible, incredible players, and you really need that to get his music out. And as a result, it's not only his music, but it's the music of all the members. It's, you know, it starts with the seed of his music, which doesn't change. Megadeth is Megadeth. You're not going to have one album that's like, well, this is the blues album or something. It's like, it's going to be Megadeth, but you get these guys on there, and they're so different from maybe there was another incarnation of Megadeth, but it's still so rooted in what Dave's original intention was that I think that is the key to keeping in the forefront. And I just want to say thanks for having me.
Of course.
Officially say it right here.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Very welcome.
Anything to say about it?
I can't add. I think you've hit the nail on the head. Because I've often thought that myself, you know, because I look at the history of Megadeth, and it really is, I've told you this before, it is you ultimately. You know, the music springs from your id and goes out and into the musicians. But I never thought about the fact that, you know, he needed certain types of musicians who were open to the experience, who could excel in that forum. And that's really what it is. And everybody brought like a little nuance that made it, like in your era, you have a style that nobody else has, right? So his nuance made that special in a very special way. But you didn't stray away from the formula at all. It was still, you know, it was still the thrash stuff that Dave started. When I showed up here a couple of years back and these two guys were playing, I thought that, you know what, this guy is so musically deep. It's almost blinding to me. I love playing with him. This guy is musically deep too, but he's one of the great drummers. I rely on that. I mean, he's the kind of guy who he sets the beat, and then there's another dimension to the power that he sets that beat with, right? So the intention is still the same as you mentioned, you know, the original music, but there's something in this particular lineup that's just a little more pumped up than it's ever been, which is odd because we're all probably older than, you know, when the band started. So that's kind of cool. And
When ours started.
But anyway, it's an honor and a pleasure to have you here with us. It really is. We were all really excited when we realized this was going to happen.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I just think it's really cool holding your own music together is the hardest thing ever. I mean, I'm doing the same thing, touring my own music, and it's never an easy thing. And so to do it at the level Dave's done it for so long and retain that, you know, for better or for worse, this is his music and there's no apologies. Even the albums in the old days where some fans might have thought, oh, we were, you know, doing this that they don't necessarily like, at that moment we believed in it and it was real. And we can always sleep after putting it out. Not everybody's going to like everything. And that is, I think, really important in why the band is so long and why the band is so cool and why there's always going to be fans for the band.
Thanks, Marty.
I think.
Okay, guys. So how I feel, I'm so excited to be here. I think that tomorrow is going to be wonderful for everybody to experience us making history and us making history in your country with you that the rest of the world is going to see.
It's one of those places that you can only dream of ever visiting, let alone playing there and actually standing on the stage. You know, it's almost like a sacred thing in a way because, you know, there aren't that many places like that in the world. You know, Budokan is one that really stands out for me. I've always loved coming to Japan from the first day I was here, and so it's truly an honor.
We really want to play and entertain and be the biggest metal band in history.
Right here. Yeah.
You know, I think that the drafts that we ran that we should match before your eyes.
Very cool. Nice.
They just started to do just episode after episode of being optional. And so, and those are